Welcome to Go Global. My name is David Canfield and I'm going to talk about New Zealand.
Welcome to Go Global. My name is AJ and I'm going to talk about New Zealand.
Living in New Zealand makes me realize how big a deal everything is in America, how the election is so much bigger. I mean, the New Zealand election is going on right now and you don't really hear anything about it. It's like on all the news channels you're learning about the American election.
I would say that New Zealand has changed my life a lot because I have discovered what cultures are like outside of the United States and what being in an isolated part of the world is really like. Being in an isolated part of the world is like, it kind of forces you to travel and experience new things. Otherwise you get bored of where you are.
I've met so many different kinds of people here in New Zealand. I've met Koreans, I've met Japanese, Malaysians, Singaporeans. I've met people from South Africa. There's a lot of South Africans here. Lots of Australians. Some people from Pacific Islands like Samoans and Tongans.
In New Zealand, there are a lot of people from other countries. Most don't really like it here, but I always say to them, most don't really like it here because they come from bigger places, but I always say to them, hey, if you lived back where I lived, you would know why it's so great.
Living away from America, you can learn a lot about how other countries and nationalities perceive the Americans, which can be good or bad.
Whether you believe what you may have heard, New Zealand is not a part of Australia. No, no. New Zealanders are not very fond of Australians. Though we are right next to it, we really don't like them. We're also really close to Antarctica, and that's why it gets really cold. But it doesn't snow here because we're next to the ocean, and it's pretty nice.
There's a lot of stuff to do outdoors. The weather is, in the summer and spring, is really nice. It gets a lot hotter. It rains a lot more, though, in the winter and in the fall, which is bad.
Just a few miles out in the sea is this gigantic volcano, Rangitoto, and they have, tours there, but you can also climb yourself, and there's even lava caves and stuff. It's really awesome.
There's a lot of hikes and rainforests and a lot of waterfalls.
Though New Zealand is small and doesn't have a lot to do, there is one thing about a few hundred kilometers away from this little town called Zorbing. Zorbing is riding around inside of a gigantic rubber ball down a hill. You can do dry zorbing, where you are literally tied inside of it, or you could do wet zorbing, where you just roll around down the hill in the water, splashing around until you seriously have to puke. But it is really fun. I will grant you that.
No shoes, cameras, or glasses. Oh, come on, go faster, you guys.
When you come out, and stop
Rotorua, the town where Zorbing is, a few hundred miles away, has a lot of thermal things to do. It smells a lot like rotten eggs, has volcanoes, hot pools, basically a gigantic spa where lots of old ladies go.
Hayeri Ra, goodbye.